4,
We're recording?
3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. This is a No Name Network. Welcome back to the podcast with No Name. This is episode 7. 7. We've made it.
And we have video.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
it's not complete shit. Hey, look. It might be that it doesn't add up in the post.
About that.
This may not catch our voices, but we're gonna have video, so it just might look a little out of sync.
Yeah.
Bear with us. But hey, we got video.
Yes.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about top conspiracy theories. We've done this podcast twice before, and now we're revisiting it again.
3 times the charm, man.
3 times the charm. We have a list of our top conspiracies, or Taylor has a list at least, because I left mine at home because I suck.
Yes. Yes.
But it's the same thing, basically. We might have a part 2 of this later on. Who's to say? We'll see how this one does and how this one goes. But without further ado,
we should talk about, like, what do you want to talk about first? Like, do you want to go right into it, or do you want to start off with what's going on right now in the world and then ease into it?
The whole screw up of the world right now with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald J. Trump.
Is he conspiring to take over the country?
It certainly feels that way.
Like, in a negative way.
It's very hard to say, isn't it? Because some people are pointing out that Obama's done this before, where he stopped certain people from coming or exiting the country.
Yeah.
But not to this much publicity, and I think that's just because Donald Trump's just been elected, and it's been so.
He's doing so much in so little time.
I think that's scaring a bunch of people.
It's been a week and a half.
A week and a half, yeah. Week and a half.
That's crazy.
But yeah, if you read up on stuff and you read certain people's topics, they say that he's been Obama did this not too long ago, 30 days ago, I think.
Yeah.
But it only lasts for a month. It doesn't last, or from what I've read, it doesn't last a lifetime. It just lasts for a month. So we'll see where this goes. I know that North Korea is not happy, and they have restarted their nuclear testing.
They always do that, though. I mean,
yeah, but they've now said that they can have a intercontinental ballistic missile, which is scary.
Yeah.
Because and they can produce up to 5. I think it's once a year, but they could have anywhere from 1 to 5 right now. Which that's every section of the United States. So that's really scary.
That is scary, and to think about how much damage that can do to one continent, because the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs were not that big.
No, not compared to today's statistics and sizes. No.
And the Tsar Bomba was huge in itself.
If you haven't watched the Tsar Bomba, we covered this in one of our last videos and we watched it. It's absolutely insane to watch that explosion.
Insane, dude. It is ridiculous.
It was back in, I think, don't quote me, but I think 1968, and just think of how far leaps and bounds we've come since then. That's absolutely crazy. But yeah, and then going off of this, one of the main points that people have towards government is that they don't have a great sense of science anymore. And we've seen that the past couple of weeks because there's been 2 comets that were just recently found that zoom right past Earth.
1961.
1961. Awesome. Hey, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's been 2 comets in the recent week or week and a half that have zoomed right past Earth, in between Moon and the Earth, that could have impacted the Earth very easily.
Wow.
And a NASA scientist has said we need at least 5 years to prepare, and we have not.
Really?
If there was a comet coming towards Earth the size of, I want to say it's like a football field, they could destroy a city.
Wow.
And we haven't even prepared anything, and it would take at least 5 years to do that.
Really?
To put some anti-comet missile into effect. So yeah, that's really shitty, and that's why I think government needs to start. And I would hope Donald Trump sees this as an opportunity to start bolstering our defenses, not just on Earth, but for extraterrestrial. I'm not saying aliens, but I'm just saying like things with comets and stuff like that. Because we are kind of just sitting here hoping that Jupiter catches it before we do. Yes. Because Jupiter is our O-line.
Jupiter.
But yeah, what do you have to say about Donald Trump? Do you think that what he's doing is right? We're gonna get some shady shit here if we go one way or the other. But
yeah,
do you agree with his sentiments, or are you?
It's hard to tell at this point.
It's basically the same way as it is in kindergarten, whereas if you're going on a field trip and one kid starts showing his ass, everyone else gets punished. The entire class, not just him. The entire class gets
Dude,
punished.
that happens in high school.
Well, yeah, that happens throughout
If
the
you
entire
cheated on
world.
the test, everybody gets an F.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of that philosophy. Is that right? When it comes to,
If one person does something, everybody has to get punished for it. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
yeah, is that right?
I don't think so.
Because
I mean, it's to some extent.
we might as well just scrap the whole conspiracy because we can go off on a tangent on this. But I want to say, us the Caucasians have not had a great history.
Dude, I was watching Casey Neistat's video, and he was talking about the protests at the JFK airport.
Yeah.
And they were like, no registration, no ban, fuck white supremacy,
Yeah.
or something like that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's what it sounded out to be.
It's going towards that.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird to see what the next couple of years is gonna.
The next couple of months.
Oh yeah, the next calendar year is gonna definitely.
I mean, shit. Well, where do we go from here? I mean, it does it because the biggest thing that came out yesterday, and we're filming this on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday, January 31st.
Yes.
The 30th, January 30th, Starbucks CEO has come out and said that
He was gonna hire
10,000 refugees,
10,000. Why not hire
but
10,000
not
vets?
10,000 veterans.
Yeah.
That Starbucks does. I believe this is right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I believe Starbucks does not hire veterans.
Why?
That's what
So
I've.
just
That's
like
what I've
one of
read.
their-
I don't know. Maybe that was just people talking out their ass, but that's what I read.
Here, I'll look it up real quick.
Thank you. Please fact check me. But yeah, I'll wait for him to look that up because that's kind of a big statement. And let me drink some cocaine while that's going on.
Coffee.
Just Coke.
Just Starbucks. Hire felons.
That'd be fucked up. They do, and they don't hire veterans.
I said veteran. Veterans. They didn't say.
You just look in the news. Go to the news tab. I'm sure somebody's reporting on it.
Somebody has to be. I mean,
Yeah. All right.
it's just talking about refugees. Starbucks had the perfect response to Trump supporters protesting the chain's plan to hire refugees.
Will they put an American flag on the cup?
I don't know. That's gonna come one. They already hate the freaking Christmas tree on the cup, or whatever.
Look, people get so butthurt over the smallest things now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They're gonna probably get butthurt over this. That's okay. Get butthurt.
So next time you go to Starbucks, you're just gonna see like
Some Syrians.
some Syrians or some.
Well, I mean, really,
Libyans.
you're just gonna see some white people, because Syrians are just white people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different. Because I guess that's kind of that's what they are. We're all just white people.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, it says. What? Starbucks to hire 10,000 vets and military spouses. On this link.
Okay. What's that link? The Onion?
If you don't know what the Onion is, that's a satire news site.
That's
Fake
CNN.
news.
Yeah, it's definitely fake news. Actually, did
This
you
is
see?
from 2013.
Oh, then they do hire vets. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wrong. The things I read were wrong. That was fake news.
CNN,
news.
I'm not talking to you, but I'm on their website.
Did you see where speaking of this, what's that guy's name? Go back up a little bit.
Grushman?
No.
Rush?
Not Jeff Sessions. People are boycotting Jeff Sessions though.
And he's from Alabama.
They've been sitting in his office. Did you see where the guy that came out and said that that this was the biggest inauguration ever?
Really?
I can't remember his name. He like fights Dippin' Dots for some weird reason.
Fights Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
Like the ice cream Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like them?
He says it's not the ice cream of the future. They're wrong. Like they didn't have vanilla at a Nationals game, and he started tweeting about it. He's so stupid.
I said Futer. Hagen-Dazs. Futer. That's why I came up, because I said Futer.
Futer. If you know what feuder means, please let us know below. I'm sure that means something in another language.
We don't know what that
I'm
means.
not looking it up. I'm not wasting time. We're very hasteful when it comes to this.
Sean Spicer?
Yeah, you just got spiced. Yeah. Yeah. He like tagged them and the Nationals because he was at a game and he was trying to get vanilla. They didn't have
Dippin'
vanilla.
Dots is not the ice cream of the future.
Yes. These little round dots full of ice cream.
They sell it at the gas station now.
Yeah, they do.
I love that. On Azalea. Not Azalea, but University and Greenlight.
Yeah, yeah. You ever been to look, Dippin' Dots?
I heard their service was crap at the one.
Yeah, it's really bad. The owner sucks.
Really?
Yeah. Don't go there.
Damn.
I mean, look, I like Dippin' Dots, but it was just when you have just some teenagers not talking to you, and the owner sitting there on his MacBook just not doing anything.
I think I have said this before, but Dippin' Dots are not the ice cream of the future.
Yes.
Ice cream of the past. Dippin' Dots files for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
If Dippin' Dots was truly the ice cream of the future, they would not have to run out of vanilla.
That's what happened.
At Nationals.
Yeah. Sad. Yeah. And then they came back, I think, 2 days ago and said, we would love to sponsor you in the White House and having a Dippin' Dots party, and he hasn't replied to them. Oh no. I think the camera just went off.
It did.
Fuck.
We'll just fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. We're just doing this audio now.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's fine. I kinda like this setup anyway.
Or I can turn it back on and then we can edit it back together.
Sure.
Okay.
No, I can edit this. I'm gonna have to. Is it back on? Noise. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so Spicer is spicing.
We may not have the inauguration attendance date yet, but one says what? We may not have the inauguration attendance data yet, but one set of record turnout numbers are in Sean Spicer's angry Dippin' Dots tweets.
Yeah, I mean, did you see where the secretary or whatever her name is said this is alternative facts? That Trump's inauguration was the biggest ever. It's not alternative facts. It's not the truth. It's false news that they're promoting. Oh, and speaking of The Onion, that's why I brought this up. That's why I brought Sean Spicer up. The Onion, or one of the affiliate sites with The Onion, posted something about Sean Spicer, and it was like just bigotry bullshit. Completely false things about him. And he retweeted it on Twitter.
Sean Spicer retweets The Onion and says that he provides misinformation. Nailed it.
Yeah, he said, quote unquote, nailed it. And the video just goes off on him, but in the description of the video, it says that he's like great or something. He didn't even watch the video. He just looked at the description and retweeted it because he's a dumbass.
Yeah,
so,
he should. That's why you read before you do things.
Oh, and then he was tweeting out passwords on Twitter.
For what?
He just started tweeting out random stuff, and it was passwords. People found out. He's a dumbass.
I'm going to his Twitter
Our
page.
government is full of dumbasses.
Going to his Twitter page.
Yeah, it's stupid. Look, this is our podcast because we're just going off on it. Never expect us to stay on topic.
We'll get to it one day, guys.
One day we'll get to it. This is more important.
This is huge.
Huge.
We have to
hold our government accountable for their stupidity and idiocracy.
Tweets. Let's see what's interesting. Nothing really.
No, he's government. It sucks.
Oh.
What was that?
I thought that was the Onion thing.
I think since he's tweeted the passwords, they've been deleted.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna Google Sean Spicer tweets passwords.
Yeah, or Sean Spicer passwords and watch it pop up for his Twitter handle.
Sean Spicer retweets an Onion article that says he lies for a living.
What a dumbass.
Like,
these are the people that hold our safety. Think about that.
Yeah. But
it's
anyways,
terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back on topic. So yeah, I think the next couple months are going to be full of Idiocracy, and just
Have you seen the movie?
yes, this is it.
Is
We are living it. I don't know, man. What do you think?
I think I need some more drink.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna depend on how we react to his decisions.
Not very well.
Yeah, and it's not going so well so far.
I think you either are so far into it that you've lost your whole cause of doing this. Like, you are the problem now. Like, you're that far into it that you are the issue that is pertaining to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You're taking it way too far. Or you just don't give a shit. And I think I fall into that, where I just think this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And this is what we get.
Yeah.
Like, we did this.
It's crazy, dude.
But hey, whatever. Let's move into some conspiracies.
Yeah,
we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there, guys. Well, since we're talking about presidents, we might as well start off with, one of the top conspiracies regarding presidents.
Oh, I think you're talking about
John F. Kennedy.
Oh, the assassination
Yes.
by
Not John Wilkes Booth.
No, it's Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yes.
And we went over this a little bit.
In
our last video.
They said we were just talking briefly about it and how I think that I don't think that it was Lee Harvey that did it.
Yeah. A lot of people say because of JFK's agenda and everything he was trying to do behind the scenes for the United States, that this was a government conspiracy to assassinate him and to have the next man up kind of come in and kind of be a puppet.
LBJ.
Yeah. So what happened was John Wilkes Booth.
He got shot.
Nope, say that again. Lee Harvey.
John Wilkes Booth.
Lee Harvey,
he doesn't.
Yeah. Look, serial killers have 3 names. It sucks.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
They're not serial killers, but just like killers.
Killers. So yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald. So okay, look, if you go watch the movie or TV show Shooter, it's kind of based off that. The guy was, I don't even really know his back. I think he was a Marine.
Yeah, he was a former U.S. Marine.
Yeah, he was a Marine. He ended up sniping JFK while he was in the car.
3 shots.
With 3 shots.
Which I don't know how he could have got 3 shots off.
I know.
So fast with a bolt action rifle.
You would literally have to be up there.
You know Jesse Ventura?
Yeah.
He tried that and he said I couldn't do it. He's like I can't do that.
Look, when the governor, Jesse Ventura, tries something, you listen.
Dude.
He's a wrestling god.
Jesse Ventura is the man, dude.
He is the man. He's a wrestling god.
You should listen to Joe Rogan podcast with him.
I should.
Yeah.
He's a god. But yeah, so
Alex Jones is gonna be on it this week.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
gonna be interesting.
Epic, dude.
All right, let's stay on task.
Okay.
At least let's get through this one, then we can go off on our hand.
Yes.
So yeah, then as soon as he was caught, because I think he was caught really easily. God, who was the guy that killed him?
Jack Ruby.
Yeah, Jack Ruby, who was a notorious mobster gangster. He had ties to drug dealers. He had ties to political people through his.
He was a nightclub owner too.
Yeah, he was a nightclub owner. He looks like the guy off of Modern Family, the old dad.
Yeah.
He looks
dude.
To a T. He looks exactly. Look up Jack Ruby. Looks like
dude,
the guy
it says
from
he was
Modern
a
Family.
nightclub owner and murderer.
Yeah. He murdered Lee Harvey Oswald on TV as he was being moved to a more secure facility. And I think this was 2 days after he had shot JFK. And Jack Ruby's reasoning for this was that because he was in emotional distress from JFK being shot. But again, it seems like somebody was using him to get one over and get rid of the evidence.
Sure.
Because if you're in that situation, if you watch Shooter, the movie or the TV show, you know that those people want to get their names cleared. And they'll do anything to do it. And especially with him being a former Marine, you want to assume that he would want to get his name cleared.
Yeah.
That's a huge ordeal and a huge asterisk in history.
Yeah, you're right. He was gambling, narcotics, prostitution, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, JFK, man. I kind of wish that he wouldn't have died. You know, I do wish that he wouldn't have died because maybe the country would have altered history a little bit. You know what I mean? With the whole Vietnam War going on.
Yeah. One would have assumed that it would have.
The whole space race. I mean, we did go to the moon. He said we were going to go to the moon.
He said it. We did it.
Well, speaking of the moon.
Hey, that's a good segue.
Brings us to our next subject.
The moon landing.
The moon landing.
Is it a hoax?
Is it real? Did Stanley Kubrick shoot it?
Don't go tell that to what's his name?
He's dead now, but
Don't go to his grave. He'll punch you in the
Buzz
dick.
Aldrin.
Yeah.
He'll punch you.
He'll punch you in the dick, dude.
We're supposed to watch that video.
No, let's not.
I'm going to play.
No, don't.
Okay. If you haven't seen it, link or Anna, whatever, right here.
You're false. You're terrible. And knocks the reporter in the face. The oldest punch I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I felt his brittle bones crack.
Dude, have you seen that guy who got punched at the Trump rallies?
No.
He got punched twice.
What? Why?
Once one day and another the other day. It was crazy. I don't know.
That's stupid.
You want to see that?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so did it happen? Did Stanley Kubrick, when he was doing Space Odyssey, 2001: A Space Odyssey, since it looked so good and it was revolutionary for the time, did he go ahead and shoot this? Some people have said and speculated that because there's no wind, the flag didn't move, and all this other shit, there's no stars, what the hell, that it was hard to understand and comprehend how they could be on the moon.
Yeah. Have you heard of the lost cosmonauts or whatever they call them?
No. Lost cosmonauts. Is it the dog that got lost in space? Or the monkey?
No, it's like,
Still up there.
you know how they had tests. All right, here you go. Or phantom cosmonaut is a conspiracy theory alleging that Soviet communists, not communists, well, I mean, I guess they were communists, cosmonauts entered outer space, but without their existence having been acknowledged by either the Soviet or Russian space authorities. So, like, they used them as test subjects to go in
just threw 'em up
space. Yeah. So,
Well, the
that's pretty
Soviets
crazy.
did put the first man in space
Yeah, so you'd have to think,
that they would have.
yeah, they would have had that.
There's a movie. I can't remember the movie's name. I think it's on Netflix, of where there's people that have gone to the moon, and then all of a sudden they see a Russian spaceship on the moon. And they're like, what the hell? We didn't know this was going to... Or maybe it was Japanese. And they didn't know that it was there. So, I mean, one could assume with the space race being a thing that they wanted to get there quietly and do it first. So maybe that's what happened. One could assume. Like, you're looking it up?
There's a show, it's called The Last Man on the Moon, conspiracy theory with the
I
moon.
think it's The Last Man on the Moon. I don't know. I could be wrong. It might not even be on Netflix anymore.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, well.
Paul Mooney.
But yeah,
If y'all seen the Chappelle show, y'all know who Paul Mooney is.
yeah. But yeah, that could be a thing. Who knows? But do you think it was... Do you think it happened? Eh?
Like, we landed on the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so.
Okay. Let me take this one step further. Do you think we landed on the moon, but do you think it was actually shot? Think about that, and think about the era we were in then. Think about how communications were at a premium.
You've got my brain.
Yeah, and video, for that matter. Think of how that was very in its early development. It was kind of like caveman shit going on.
Caveman?
So,
Stone Man?
Stone Man.
What is that, man? Like,
Stone Man. Oh, Spoon Man.
Spoon
Yeah.
Man.
But think about that for a second, because of how just in the early development and stages we were in communications, we were in video technology. How could we even fathom getting something from the moon?
10 reasons why people
here.
believe the moon landing is a hoax.
Yeah. So the moon to here. I can't even get a good signal in certain parts of the United States. So how in the blue hell do you expect me to believe that we actually shot? Now, I do believe men were on the moon. At one point, absolutely. I don't believe it was shot.
Don't?
Not for a second. No.
Why not?
Because of how difficult at that time it was. You're talking about a time where...
1969.
Yeah, where it was very hard to even...
Dude, it's 2,300... Excuse me. It's 238,900 miles away.
I mean, hell, we're not... What?
That's not that far.
But we're not 100 miles away from satellites, and we can't even get good signals on our phone, which have... Shit! Look, if we don't edit this out, that's fine. Because maybe it won't work. But you know what? We're going to have some kind of video in this, so it's going to be fine. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're not 100 miles from space.
Satellites.
Yeah, from low Earth orbit where satellites go. I can't even get a good signal there. So how do you expect me to believe in 1969 that they could get a very viable, reasonable signal from the moon and process it to Earth? Now look, like I said, I believe that we landed on the moon, 100%. I just don't believe it was filmed. I think that's the hoax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you think we went, but they just like, hey, we need to tell these people that we did it.
we need proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was such an early stages where how can you duplicate it? Well, they didn't hoax it, but they did. They hoaxed the video. I think they were there. I
Look
just
how
think
crappy
the
the footage looks, though, dude. Like, do you think they just did that intentionally to?
I mean, at that time they had to. I mean, you're talking about black and white.
I know, but like, what year was Space Odyssey?
2001: Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
God, that's a good question. Look it up. Is that? Couldn't tell you. 2001.
No. 2001.
You can't put A. You gotta put Space Odyssey. 1980.
1968.
1968.
Yeah, it looks like a great film. I need to watch it. Have you seen it?
Way back in the day.
I haven't seen it. How long? I wonder how long it is.
It's got an 8.3 on IMDb. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it was shot in a studio, but I think it actually happened. I think it was just, hey, we need proof, and that's that proof.
Yeah.
But you think we actually went there and they shot it?
Yeah.
I just don't know how you can get a live stream from the moon to
In
here.
1969.
We can barely fucking get it here.
Yeah. We're trying, folks. We're trying.
We're trying.
We're trying it.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. All right, so let's stop talking about the moon. Let's talk about aliens.
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 Do you believe?
Yeah, man.
Let me preface that with: do you believe in nose having, eyes wearing, I have tentacles, or I have a huge brain and a huge head, I walk among you, aliens? Or do you believe in microorganisms in space?
Both.
Both. So you think there are
living. I mean,
there are living microorganisms?
yeah,
in space.
they are living microorganisms in space.
But you think that there are highly intelligent beings somewhere else in this universe?
Yeah.
Yes. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Just because there's just so much
The probability is very high.
about it. Oh shit! That was probably a big boom. Sorry guys, I hit my thumb on the mic.
The probability. I'm about to throw our phones out the freaking room because mine won't stop blowing up either. The probability is very high that we cannot be the only intellectual beings, and that's not to say that there's not cave squid somewhere.
Cthulhu.
Well, I'm just talking about like early life, like
You know, we came from like rodents.
Yeah. Well, they just not yesterday. They showed a squid or something that was in the ocean that was a long ancestor of humans.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Looking that up right now.
It's terrifying looking.
Squid, what?
Just look up ancestor of humans and put it in the news. No, don't look up squid humans. That's gonna bring up a whole different Squidbilly thing.
Squid, what?
No, just go back and put ancestor of humans.
I almost said incest.
Now go to news.
Big like
Yeah,
sea creature.
Yeah. It looks like a
Freaking scary ass monster.
Yeah, it looks like one of those worms from
Artist reconstruction of the Saccharitis coronarius.
If you don't, if you're looking at this thing and you're looking it up, it has two sets of teeth. It looks
Microscopic
like,
bag-like creature which lived about 540 million years ago.
yeah. So we're derived from this basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But if you believe anything any astronomer says, we're derived from everything in space. Most of our complexity is from space. We are stardust, which is beautiful. Oh, you're looking at Science Daily. Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Aliens. Yeah. So you believe in the entire picture that there's more than one of us. Do you think there's some? Do you think somewhere in the universe there's a person that looks exactly like us right now? Like, do you think there's duplicates of humans?
Like with one eye, yeah.
Like a Cyclops?
Yeah. I know there's somebody that it looks just like me in this world.
Well, yeah, that's
Doppelganger.
doppelgangers are everywhere. But you believe that there is another us. Okay, but do you believe in different dimensions?
Yeah. I think aliens are from different dimensions. I think other galaxies are different dimensions at some point. Because black holes are like probably like a.
Well,
what goes into a black hole?
but we can see other galaxies though. Like you can look up and see the Andromeda Galaxy because in what is it, a billion years, the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way are gonna
Like,
collide.
there's different dimensions, man. Like when you're on DMT, it's like different dimension shit. Dimension. It's
DMT?
detrimethyl-tryptamine or something
Oh.
like that. I don't know. It's like a thing. It's like a drug,
Okay.
and it's like crazy as shit.
Well, I mean, different dimensions go into one of our next topics, which could be
What? Oh shit! I'm sorry. I was about to go to modern science and talk about science. We can talk about.
Have you ever watched Stranger Things?
Yes.
Well, you know, they did some experiments in Stranger Things that have been
Oh yeah, you
that's
want
what
to talk
I'm
about
saying.
MK Ultra? Okay.
yeah, I'm doing a little segue.
I have some information about MK Ultra.
I'm proud of myself for that one.
Yes, yes, you are. The CIA mind control program. I keep forgetting them.
Why do you sound like
Russian.
Dr. Evil's assistant?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, let's talk about MK Ultra because if you don't know and you haven't watched Stranger Things, which what's wrong with you? Why haven't you? Barb is the greatest character of all time. I love Barb.
Barb, rest in peace.
Barb, hey, did you see where she said she might come back though? Yeah, she might come back. Anyway, so if you haven't watched Stranger Things,
if they can pull a snake out of the dude's mouth, they could freaking.
if 11 can come back, why can't Barb come back? Even though we saw her dead body.
Yeah.
But maybe that was just like a foe. Maybe that was a snake. So the government did mind control experiments, or just experiments on unknowing subjects back in the
70s.
70s. Thank you. And some
Oh,
of
wait.
these.
Began in 53.
So with a span of 20 years or so, they did experiments at different universities and laboratories on unknowing subjects, which is us. And they would use
LSD.
LSD and what other drugs?
They would do IVs in each arm, one
Yeah.
with barbiturate and one with amphetamine. And right before you fall asleep with the barbiturate, they kick that amphetamine in. And so you're
seeing-
just like
Yeah, you're all Googled.
you don't know what you're doing, but they try to ask you questions and get information out of you that way.
Gotcha.
So they were doing this to identify different drugs and procedures
Yeah.
to torture and to weaken the individual's mind to confess, certain things, and that's how the mind control aspect came into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the government really didn't say anything about it until 1977.
And official documents had to be released because of Stranger Things.
That, and when the Watergate thing happened, I
Yes.
believe
Yes.
they were told to shred all the documents, but some were kept by the wrong person, and they leaked out. So,
Because of the TV show.
yep.
And that was due to the overwhelming response that the TV show had and people questioning the government. And they have since released those documents and forms with a lot of blacked out stuff. Probably stuff we don't want to know about.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting to think about the scenario of, because in that TV show, they discovered a different dimension through this technique of mind manipulation. Have we discovered a different dimension and just not said anything yet?
It's a good question.
That's a good question. Is that how we got to the moon?
Don't know, man.
We just walked through that portal?
That's a good question.
It's weird to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird to think about the unknown because there's so many different possibilities in the stretch of the imagination that the mind can go to that we really can't answer.
Yeah.
But I would love to assume and think that, yeah, there are different dimensions. And right now, Skeletor is sitting right next to me instead of you.
Skeletor.
Or-
We are recording, right?
Yes, and Skeletor just asked me the same thing. Or I have a Autobot sitting behind me. It's Optimus Prime, and he's caressing my back because he loves me, and that's what's happening right now. And I'm okay with that.
You're crazy,
It's
dude.
cold metal touch. It's arousing.
You're crazy.
All right, but let's talk about something else. I wanted to
Something
bring up.
that you want to bring up.
And that's technology and how fast it's advanced. And we can bring this back to another alien topic. The 1940,
Area 51.
yeah, Area 51, New Mexico Roswell crash incident. Was there an alien that actually fell from the heavens to the earth, and did we reverse engineer the technology to benefit the human race? If you think about it from a long-term standpoint, reverse engineering is not a foreign idea to Americans. We've done it with Russian technology.
1947.
1947. We've done it with Russian technology. We've done it with Soviet technology. We've done it with almost every type of technology we can get our hands onto. We still do it to this day with technology from other countries, and other countries do it to technology that we've done to them.
Yeah.
We had a drone go down not too long ago, and I think it was in Japan maybe, or Russia or something, and they took it and reverse engineered it. That's what they do.
That's what they do at Area
That's how we
51.
figure out secrets.
This guy came out, his name's Bob Lazar. He was one of the main people who leaked Area 51. And he was saying that they use like propulsion, some jet propulsion, something for the way the alien ship works or something like that. And like you were saying, it's a very secretive place, and
Yeah.
they like. And the other day you were saying they ride a bus to
Yep.
the airport, and they take the separate plane.
The scientists come in on an airplane.
Yep.
They get on a bus, blacked out, tinted out bus. They go to the site. They file off the bus, wash, rinse, repeat, get back on, fly home.
Yep.
And that's how they do that.
Yep.
And it's a secret government airplane. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
Very much so.
But yeah, so since that's happened, the Roswell incident, that was a good cutoff point. If we cut here, who's to say?
Checking the battery.
It's probably good still.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Change batteries.
Oh, change batteries?
Yeah.
Right down the floor. We're just breaking here. We're just breaking right here. We're breaking. Or we're not. Who's really to say? Voop. No, we're on? Yeah, we're on. Okay, so with all that being said, in 1947, 49, whatever, since then we've seen it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but the situation's fine.
Okay, we're back. We had some technical difficulties.
That's fine. So we've seen an uptick in technology. We've seen an uptick in how we produce certain things, and it can all be attributed back to around this area in time. We had fighter jets, stealth planes.
U.S. and Russian fighter jets in mock dogfight over Area 51.
Yeah, like stealth planes. There's been talk about invisible aircraft. I mean, hell, you look at the iPhone now, which we'll get to the invisible aircraft. You look at
invisible craft.
Yeah, you look at the iPhone and what was it? The iPhone. You good? Oh, you left the paper. The iPhone 4, or maybe it was 3, had the capability of the exact same technology that a space shuttle had when it was first introduced to the United States.
Really?
Yes, that our phones have more technology or more output than space shuttles did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's insane to think about. That technology has gotten down to be where it's that big now. But is that just how everything works, or is that just how humans have finally progressed? Because up until this point in 1947, we haven't progressed that much. We really had technology had pretty much come to a standstill. Yeah, we had the automotive boom, But at the same time, we weren't really progressing anymore until this happened. And then it seems that everything took off. Space shuttle, you had airplanes get reinvented, it seemed like. You have faster cars, you have faster processing speeds for computers, you have the internet, you had just this huge array of technology just come to fruition out of nowhere. Could it have been from this? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty
Sorry,
much.
I'm looking up our next.
Fine.
Fuck it.
That's fine. Yeah, let's just do this
Let's
audio.
just do this audio.
We're not gonna cut anything. We're just gonna leave it.
All right, so if you're still listening,
We're sorry.
sorry.
I'll put a picture
for
up.
the video.
Obviously, now you know if you watch
Yeah.
the beginning. There's not a video.
We'll put the video up.
Maybe I'll just put a video on loop.
Yeah.
Just like a Mickey Mouse, or we
But
can't do that.
yeah, we can still keep talking.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, so do you think that it was attributed, the industrial boom of technology, do you think it was attributed to possibly an aircraft being dropped from the heavens and crashing into the earth?
Maybe,
Yeah,
man. Could have sparked it all.
I think so. I think you needed that spark, and I think that's what it was.
Very much.
I mean, hell, humans weren't doing anything at the time. Nothing that would make a lasting impact like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, let's go to our next one. To talk about invisible stuff.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia experiment.
There you go.
Was in 1943.
I like segues.
They say that the Navy carried out this military experiment which rendered the USS Eldridge invisible to its enemies.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, it's very very interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like that would be a top classified thing that we would harness.
Mhm.
We would sneak them in the butthole.
Yes. I've actually seen a video of this guy. The story said it was, hold on, before I go to that, it said the story was widely understood to be a hoax, but then the Navy said there was no such experiment, although that there's no physical, wait, claim did not confirm it.
Of course, there's no physical proof. It's not there. You dumbasses.
Yeah, I saw this video. It was like this soldier was invisible running into an enemy tank or something like that. It was really...
It's called camouflage.
No, like he looked invisible. You could see through him.
You see? Yeah, I've seen a
Do you
bunch of
see it?
stuff. No, I think I know what you're talking about, because there's been certain things that have come out that you can bend light a certain way, or there's different kind of technology for uniforms where you can bend light a certain way and you can bend it around you, kind of like a prism.
Yeah.
Or crystallized object. You can bend that light around you to where you can see what's behind you instead of seeing you. So it's kind of like seeing through you, but instead you're just kind of like cutting out the middleman, which is you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just reflecting the image behind you, which is smart, but very, very tricky.
Yes. But yeah, the Philadelphia experiment was also kind of involved with another conspiracy we're going to talk about, which may or may not be true, but we're going to touch on this.
And what's that?
Project Montauk.
Yes, talk about that.
It's a U.S. government project at Camp Hero or Camp Montauk in, I think it's in New York.
I believe so.
Let me see real quick.
We research on the fly, guys. That's what we do.
Yep, New York. Okay. Its purpose was developing psychological warfare techniques and exotic research, such as like time travel and other techniques. Teleportation, mind control, contact with aliens.
Now, this is something we kind of went into last podcast,
Yeah,
or
and
the one that never arose.
this kind of goes into the other dimension type thing, like time travel and. I know if you can time travel, you can travel to a different dimension. There's got to be some type of technology that you can do that. If you have the technology to time travel, it's another dimension, you know.
Yeah, technically, but I mean that's only if you believe in the different timeline paradox.
Yeah.
Which I would have. That's the whole thing that comes back to like every decision you make. Does that create a different universe where there's an opposite decision that you made happens? Like if I told you like you were like, hey, you want to hang out today? And I'm like, nah. but then another dimension gets created because I said yes in that one.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about that.
Yeah, that's insane.
But time travel, what do you think about time travel? How would you ever...
I think the laws of time wouldn't allow that to work.
Butterfly effect?
Yeah, yeah. See, it's so hard to say because I think if you were to, if there was quote unquote time travel, I think it would be traveling to a different dimension or a different timeline. I don't necessarily think it would be going back in our timeline because then too many things would change. I think if you did that though, that it would create a different timeline. For instance, the Marty McFly effect. He went back and everything changed to where Biff was the main bad guy.
Yeah.
He was
the antagonist.
Yeah. So maybe something along the lines of that happening, but it wouldn't affect his timeline. It would be a separate one.
Mm-hmm.
To where a different him would have to go challenge that. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way you could do it and it be feasible.
Yeah.
But then again, this whole thing is just who's to say?
Who is to say? And what I want to know is if we do have the technologies, if there are people out there who, like government wise, who are in the advancement of time travel, like they're specifically assigned to that mission.
Right.
There has to be.
Yeah.
Especially like Area 51.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking to aliens, we're talking to time travel, or at least
if we're talking to aliens, we've already talked to them.
What is it called? A portal.
Portal
to another dimension.
Wormhole.
Yeah.
Look, I think if you want to start getting the whole "have we talked to aliens" ordeal, I think that's solidified, and that we probably have. I think in some form or fashion we've communicated with aliens, extraterrestrial beings. I shouldn't say aliens. Beings. I think we've communicated. We've been sending out radio signals since the 60s, I think. So those signals have traveled, there's no telling how many millions of miles already. Mm-hmm. So if we wanted to communicate, I figured they've already probably communicated back.
True.
At least by this point.
And what do you want to talk about next, man? You want to talk about something that you touched on last time? Sandy Hook?
Yeah, let's talk about Sandy Hook. That's a very out there one. Okay, so there's this video that rounded pretty much the week after Sandy Hook came to be. And if you don't know, Sandy Hook was a very tragic shooting that occurred on Sandy Hook Middle School or Elementary School in Upper New York, I believe, or New Jersey. Basically, the whole thing is that it was staged. It was a staged ordeal. It was staged for the police department to kind of have a practice, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's like a training session.
Yeah, it's a training session. There you go. So yeah, the whole ordeal is that if you panned out
from... I don't have one 9/11.
Yeah, but...
Because they had...
That actually happened.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they had actual... Like... Shit, I'm sorry, guys. I'm bad at explaining things, bad at getting certified in my brain. They had this drill to where like planes would crash to the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And it actually happened that day, so...
Yeah, like, that's what happened at Sandy Hook. There was supposed to be an elementary school shooting training session, and then it happened. What was I going to say? Yeah, so the whole thing is that if you panned out from what was going on, because you saw the hecticness, you saw the police cruisers and stuff, but if you panned out, there was nothing there. There's absolutely nothing around Sandy Hook School. There was no chaos.
There was no pictures, no video.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Didn't they have security cameras at the school?
Yeah, and nothing.
I'm messing with this guy.
But yeah, so if you panned out, you didn't see anything. It looked like an acting set because there was an RV, I think, at one point. And then if you go to the post conference or the interviews, the press conference, the interviews that the parents gave, there's this one dad of
one of the kids who died.
Yeah, and he was like laughing and telling a joke beforehand. And like, okay, we're starting in 5, 4, and he's like, all right, let me get into character.
Yeah, he just like gets into character,
and then he starts crying, and it's really weird and really awkward. And then you see these pictures of the children that have seen Obama, even though after they're supposed to be dead. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And we don't allude to Sandy Hook as being like a massive ordeal anymore.
Yeah,
it's kind of an afterthought. So it makes me think that this really didn't happen.
Who did that? Who did the killing? What
I'll
was
look
his
him
name?
up. Look up Sandy Hook shooter.
Sandy Sansing. Sandy Hook shooting. Adam Lanza, that guy. Like, these are the only pictures you see. Or like that one and this one. With this lady on her phone and the kids like in a file.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. Like the kid looks coked out. I'm not gonna lie.
This dude right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
he looks very coked out.
But
Yeah, see, it's weird because like shot and killed 20 first graders and 6 adults at the elementary school in Connecticut. That's where it was before shooting himself. Like, that's weird.
That is weird, man. It's crazy. It's
So I don't think it happened. I really don't.
I don't either.
I think it's a hoax.
Yeah. But what about all the kids though? They're like
But they've been seen since.
all of them?
Most of them. Most of them in some sort of fashion have been seen. I think one was seen at a basketball game.
I know
Let's see
Obama saw
victims.
one, I think, right? Have you seen my dog? Well, no, you haven't. Neither have I, because my parents don't love me enough to get
Yeah, I
one.
saw that. That's funny. I don't know, man. I think Sandy Hook's one of those where it's up in the air.
Yeah.
I think you could
I
definitively...
need more than 2 pictures.
Yeah, I need more proof.
Yeah.
I don't think it happened. I mean, I think...
Like 9/11 happened.
Not... It had to happen.
That shit happened.
I think that this was it's a good conspiracy to have.
Yeah.
But let's talk about 9/11.
Oh god.
Oh god, let's get into that.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
No, it can't.
I don't think it can,
Have
dude.
a freaking airplane going through a building can sure as hell destroy it.
But the thing is though, like, all right, let me draw something for you, man.
You're gonna draw me a picture.
Yeah, you see the
that a
towers
pretty
are like
picture?
this, right? The first one hit up
It's like
here,
2 Legos.
right? The
Right,
first
right.
one hit up here.
Looks like, oh, you remember Mr. Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie? So that looks like,
His name was just Plank.
oh, it's Plank. I can
Yeah.
always call him Mr. Plank. I have respect.
All right, you see how the first one hit up here?
Yeah,
The second one hit like right here.
yeah.
How can this much weight on top of this much weight make the whole building fall?
Well, if all the beams are kind of fused together, and you hit
I know,
something
but
from the
you
top-
think it would just like collapse just right here though, because all the weight would support that.
Well, yeah, but if you were to do that, what if a wing went, like, what if it went sideways in? Then it would also create friction to make everything go upwards and then fall down.
Like this can fall. Like I get what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
I get the part where the top is
Yeah,
falling,
yeah.
but the mass of the bottom, like 3/4 of the tower,
I think you would need to talk to an architecture about
or a
that.
freaking
Architect. Because,
there's this dude who is like a professor at BYU
yeah.
or something like that, or Penn State.
Yeah, yeah.
He's talking about how like all that shit can't happen, and still the building was actually built to withstand a jet crashing into it. Yeah. Pretty sure, like a 757 or something like that.
That's crazy size.
Yeah.
It's the hardest one to say because it's the most...
Like structure wise, I don't understand how the building fell. Like at least building number 1.
Yeah. I mean, I see where you're coming from.
But the second one I could totally see.
Yeah, the second one was just... effed.
But World Trade Center 7, man, that building wasn't even hit and it fell due to fires. But they were I think they the way it fell, dude, it was just like a professional demolition, man. Have you seen World Trade Center 7 fall?
I have, yeah. I'd play it real quick.
Okay.
Because I want to see what you're saying. Because I have a memory, but I want to see... Because it has been so long. And I haven't rewatched it because it's
This
just...
is a good podcast, man. We're going.
It's tragic, man. I can't watch this over and over. Okay. Have you ever been there?
Nope.
Oh, it's emotional.
Twin Towers collapse. All right, you see that? You see how it's all the way up there at the top?
Yeah, yeah. Face it towards me a little bit. All right.
Turn the volume off. Blah 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 blah.
I just let it go. It's about to stop. All right, we're gonna be silent for a second. We're gonna watch this.
Yeah. Like you see how it's all the way up there?
Yeah.
It's like that's actually like I don't understand how that little much can make all that fall. Is it gonna go? Watch the size of it. You'll see plumes of smoke coming out. If it's gonna do it. People are probably jumping, dude. That's the thing I hate about it.
Yeah, I hate watching this.
The day before, the guy that owned the Twin Towers took out an insurance policy on it.
I saw that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, it's weird because I hate the pan down. It's weird because like the smoke starts ramping up.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you? Stop. What is your problem?
Those people are all about to be fucked in a second, dude.
Yeah, for real. Okay. Hand back up. That's cool. Leave it.
No, it's still.
Oh. No, because I want to see the like it's smoking worse and worse and worse.
But there's no fire going down, though. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it though.
Because that's where the plane went in right there.
Yeah. So is the plane still lodged in?
It's probably exploded, man. Because like the flames went up, as you can see how there's smoke above the impact.
Yeah.
I think it's about to go.
So you see the fire.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a fire in there.
Yeah, there's a fire probably from there up.
Yeah.
Because all the smoke that's coming up because of the explosion.
Well, if nothing else, you don't know if the plane fell. Like if it went in and just like fell.
No, dude, that exploded.
Like, why are you videoing this? Why don't you just pan out? Like it's building to a crescendo.
I bet you it starts falling when he's panned in. And then he's like, oh shit. Pans out. Pans out. There it goes. Oh, that's the second plane getting hit or going down.
go there. Yeah. Now people should start jumping out.
Sorry guys, this is taking so long. We're just watching.
Trying to process it.
Yeah. Trying to process this theory that I've come up with.
That's what we should do. We should debunk it. Like, can we debunk it any way possible? Can we debunk?
Look at all the
I'm not talking about Mike at all, but now I am.
Yeah.
Like, can we debunk the situation that's happening? It can be hard to with Sandy Hook, but I feel like with this, it'd be kind of easier. Okay, so now it's... So it starts from the bottom?
No, that was something else.
Was that the other one falling?
Yes.
Okay. So did that one make this one fall?
Mm-mm.
Do you think? Okay, so we're still
this is where
we're still smoking from the top.
yeah, it's still standing. Everybody
No,
down
there's just
low is
destruction.
dust everywhere.
Because the other one has
fallen.
fallen.
The second one that got hit fell first.
Yeah, I want to see the plane crash after this. I want to see the plane go through, or hit and explode.
Probably that video right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Almost there. Everything's just covered. These people need to get out of there.
Yeah, they're about to die.
All those people.
Now they're starting to run.
I bet you he doesn't see it, and then he pans up.
Yeah.
They're carrying somebody right there. Come on, dude. Show the top. I bet you, dude. He doesn't realize it, and then he looks up. Taking forever. Oh, there it goes. See what I'm saying? Ah, damn it.
No, leave it. It was like a... Oh, that's so weird.
Demolition.
No, it was like a...
It just dropped free fall.
It just, from the inside, it was like
unpeeled.
And then, a peeling banana. Like, you just unwrapped a banana. Okay, so this is...
News broadcasting.
Oh, this is suckish. I hate that.
See, watch.
They're right underneath it.
Look.
That's so weird.
You see the plumes of smoke coming out on
Yeah.
the side?
So these are from all different angles, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, shit.
Damn, they got hit with it.
He's like, gotta keep rolling, gotta keep rolling. Whoa!
That's like something out of a movie.
Oh my god, dude.
Ash.
I'd get under that car.
Oh, damn.
Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get the second one real quick.
No, it looks like it's just aftermath after that.
Mm-mm.
Because I see what you're saying, because right there it did it.
The plumes of smoke?
No, it was just, like, it was smoke, and then all of a sudden just vroom.
Look, watch. Watch. You see how this little, like, it weakens right here?
Yeah, yeah.
And that top part is just like, see, it implodes. Watch. Plume.
That is weird. I see what
Plumes
you're
of
saying.
smoke, dude.
It was like exhaust.
Yeah, like something, I don't know what happened. I was listening to the CIA, this ex-CIA person said that they went in one night turned all the security cameras off and put bombs in the elevator shafts. Isn't that crazy? To think our government would do something like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, in a heartbeat.
Yes, dude. Like, it's nuts. Alright, you said you want to see the planes crashing?
Yeah, I want to see the actual. Because just the planes crashing by itself should give you a definitive answer of whether or not this could happen.
Alright, you want to see the first one? First,
You can do the.
here's only existing
do
of
the
first
7
plane
million.
hitting World Trade Center.
Unless I do the 7 million feet one. You don't have to turn the volume on. I'm good. I don't need the volume.
No, this one's got 1 million views. This is like this documentary they did.
Fast forward.
Okay, it's like right here. It like pans up and you see it. Like right here. Like nervous, dude.
Yeah.
There it is.
Where? Holy shit.
See what I'm saying? It explodes. A fiery ball. Some say that they were like remote controlled planes and that they took the passengers somewhere else.
Yeah, I've seen that where they dropped them off somewhere.
That was the second plane. World Trade Center. 43 angles. Holy crap. Nuts, man. Crazy.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, very much so.
Just like to see something like that happen. Is it real?
Like, I didn't even believe it when
Yeah, no.
But yeah, there's conspiracy movies such as like In Plain Sight and 9/11, the Illuminati, and everything else. Loose Change talks about it. That's like mainly one of the main ones.
Sorry, I'm still fixated on this.
You're good. I'm talking to the crowd. I think Zeitgeist even explains it. This one comes in to the left. There it is right there. See, it caught it. Oop. You see where it caught it, like right on that?
Yeah.
And that's how that fell.
That was a good view.
This is going to be a great view. Don't pan in so far. Oh.
I was from behind it.
That's wild. You just see it. Just go in there like it's nothing, dude. Like a slice of butter.
Yeah.
And a hot knife. That's probably the best view.
I don't know though. Like I expected to come through the other side. That's what's getting me.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Like, see, it's going so fast and so quickly and so smooth.
It should go through the other side.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, does it disappear?
Like, I expect it just to
but
shoot through
you
it.
see how big the flames are? It just disintegrated probably because so much
Like
jet
on
fuel.
impact.
Huh?
Like on impact.
Yeah.
That's a crazy sight.
Yeah.
Literally right underneath it.
And what I don't get is the whole. Oh damn.
Oh, that's one way to run in.
Dude. But this is probably one of the most tragic events in U.S. history, besides Pearl Harbor. Scratch that off our list.
I don't know. I think this tops Pearl Harbor.
I guess, man.
I
It
think
led
in
us
a
into.
way.
Well, I mean, this led us into another war that we're still fighting.
Yeah, I think this one. I think because of the historical impact, this one tops it.
This one.
I can barely see on that one.
Like they never found the black boxes either.
I know, it's so weird. Just the circumstances surrounding it are very subject.
Yeah. I'm sorry this part kind of got a little boring. We're just,
Like, it's just trying to
doing
fathom it.
Yeah, we're just trying to.
Because literally, you look through it at one angle, and I expect it to come through the other side.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, yeah, it's not going to be unscathed, but I expect it to come through the other side halfway there still. I don't expect nothing to come through. That's what's catching me off guard, is like, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it was a hoax?
It's not a hoax. It's just a. Hold on, I want to watch this. It's not a hoax. It's more. It happened. Like.
Yeah, it happened, but do you think it was,
Like conspiracy to help.
do you think it was scripted? Do you think it was supposed to happen?
I don't know. Like they planned it.
Our
Somewhat.
government planned it?
I don't know, man. It's just really hard to fathom. Like we had to have. I don't know, man. They have proof of one of the dudes going to the airport and learning how to fly planes here in the U.S. The whole Shanksville one, I don't get that. Like the plane disintegrated on impact, but there's not like a real big. They must have been going fast as shit. Because a lot of other planes, when they crash like that, there's fuselages, there's parts of the engine, there's nothing. There's nothing left, no bodies, no nothing. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I don't know. I can't.
And then the Pentagon one, it was like, there's no way that a freaking plane hit the Pentagon. They shaped it out, the wingspan of the whole plane, and it's just like a missile hit it.
Yeah, I've heard that too. That was just a missile.
See?
Yeah.
Not possible.
No.
Not possible at all. And that's how big. That's how big. Yep. How can a plane crash into the Pentagon?
Maybe if they shot it down beforehand, like if a missile hit it,
And yeah, I don't
and
know.
like just pieces,
What is this though?
shrapnel hit it.
Yeah,
I could see that happening.
very much so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one of the ones that is going to be up in the air until the day we all die.
Probably so.
Like, it happened, regardless of what you think. It was a horrible piece of our history. But, yeah, I don't know. I think we should cut this into 2 parts.
But there's only we were just about to talk about Bohemian Grove and Build a Bear Group, but it's all good.
Yeah, we can do that in the second part.
All right,
And
we'll end it on that.
we can hit some more and research some more. I think that was interesting.
And next time we're gonna work on the camera thing.
Yeah.
Because we got a little bit of footage this time, and then we're gonna look at that, and hopefully it'll be good.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, who cares? All right, but yeah, thank y'all so much for watching.
And I just want to thank our sponsor, Slay's Sweet Heat Grill and Sauce.
It's delicious.
Delicious. I need to get some because I'm out. But yeah, we really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, go check them out. Link will be in the description below. As always, check our past couple of videos. We had one that was about us.
Opened up a little bit.
Yeah, we opened up emotionally and tragically to y'all. Don't hate too much. Yeah, like, share, subscribe to this video as always. Yeah, share this video. We'll be talking to y'all in the next couple of days about some more stuff. We'll have to go through.
We'll have to go through all our topics we have.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I've been Nick. This has been Taylor.
What's up?
And we'll see y'all next time. So y'all have a great day.
All right, peace.